आपका स्वागत है. So good to see you, sir. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, she's awesomeness personified. She's just brilliant on screen and off screen also. She's just like that. Give it up for Parvathy, ladies and gentlemen. The gorgeous Parvathy is here हमारे साथ. Welcome, ma'am. So good to see you. Chian Vikram. We say Vikram or we say versatility is his second name. Give it up for Chian Vikram, the superstar, ladies and gentlemen, who's here with us. So every single time, matlab, is it like you challenge yourself, you look into the mirror, you're like, नहीं अभी ये नहीं चाहिए, मुझे कुछ और चाहिए. ऐसी बड़ी सारी बातें आपसे करनी है. But before that, let me tell you, the show's been produced all over, like the promotions. इसका जो जिम्मा है, that is Shreyas Events का, तो एक बार उनके लिए जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. They've been promoting the film across the nation. And from Shreyas Live, we have Miss Disha, who's going to be welcoming these mavericks on this stage. Miss Disha, please आइए. We've got these bouquets. We'd like you to welcome the superstars here. Sir, दे सकते हैं? One is for Ranjith sahab and one is for Parvathy ji and Chian Vikram sir. आप दोनों के लिए एक मंगाया मैंने. I was like, नहीं, ये ऐसे ही होना चाहिए. Now that's a moment, ladies and gentlemen. That's a beautiful moment. Thank you so much, Disha ma'am, for being here and doing the honors and welcoming them. I wish वो co-host करती पूरा, but ठीक है, आगे बढ़ जाते हैं यहाँ पे. All right, Ranjith sir, first things first. You know, visuals are super striking with some unique period wala settings. Talk to us about the fact that every single time, whatever you've done, was social, political messages there, right? But this time, that slight hint of mysticism. Talk to us about that, sir.
Good morning, so good afternoon everyone. I love magical realism. I love Inaritu. I followed Inaritu and also Garcia Marcos, Gabriel Marcos. Yeah, I read a lot his novels. So the magical realism I really loved, and magical realism I very much connected with that content. So I didn't use my movie before that. First I trying to use that in this movie. And also this movie in Thangalaan deal like it is not only talk about Thangalaan present his life, and also Thangalaan had something in his mind. So that story it's connected very much to mythologically. So mythological, mythological is a different on some historical things and also some beliefness. So beliefness, it is kind of magical things, like it is true or not true, like it's a different on beliefs. So I wanted to use that magical realism. It will be connect to that audience. So I wanted to convey. I wanted to connect with that a magical realism thing through that the mythological story. Yeah, I'm trying like that.
Whatever we've seen on that big screen is fantabulous.
Thank you.
This gentleman जो ऐसे transform होते हैं कि what do I say?
No, मैं पहले एक इंटरव्यू में बोल रही थी कि ये सागर जो एक नदी जो है जो सागर से मिलती है, ऐसा फील हो रहा था हम सबको. लेकिन मेरे लिए स्पेशली क्योंकि मुझे गंगामाल जैसा एक कैरेक्टर मिला जो तंगलान की बीवी हैं, उनके 5 बच्चे हैं, और ऐसा है कि वो अकेले किया नहीं जा सकता. वैसे फिल्म अकेले कर नहीं सकते, इट्स अ टीम एफर्ट ऑब्वियसली. लेकिन जब हम हीरो से मिलते हैं यूजुअली देयर इज़ अ स्पेशल सम काइंड ऑफ एन ऑरा अराउंड देम कि जो हम लोग सब थोड़ा बाहर रहते हैं. इनके साथ बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं होता है. वो सबको अपने ओर खींचते हैं, उनको जो चाहिए वो देते हैं. उतने जेनरस एक्टर हैं और उस लाइक ही सच अ लार्जर देन लाइफ पर्सनैलिटी अदरवाइज, बट एट द सेम टाइम सो लविंग. ये बहुत क्लीशेड भी लग सकता है, हम प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में बोलते हैं ना आपस में बहुत प्रेस करना, लेकिन नो, आई मीन इट फ्रॉम माई हार्ट. इनके बिना मेरा जो कुछ भी आप काम देखने वाले हैं वो मैं कर नहीं पाती. I think the whole team of Thangalaan, Malavika has said that, and we miss Malavika, and she is ferocious as Aarti in this film. And with Ranjith, obviously, as a filmmaker, I look up to him. लेकिन उससे भी ये जो है ना, आपने पूछा था कि मैजिकल रियलिज्म के बारे में, जो विजुअल स्टनिंगनेस है, पॉलिटिकल तो वो हैं ही, उनको जो कहना है, इसमें एक तरीके से एक इनर सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्शन भी किया है. वो इतने लार्जर देन लाइफ मैग्नीट्यूड में किया है कि वी फील लाइक वी आर बीइंग पुल्ड टू द सेंटर ऑफ द अर्थ. यू नो, दैट्स द पावर ऑफ इट. सो सिनेमैटिक मीडियम जो है, मैं हमेशा से कहती आई हूँ, उसका पावर छोटा मोटा नहीं है, बहुत इन्फ्लुएंशियल है. तो उस पावर को अंडरस्टैंड करके जो ये क्रिएट करते हैं, उसमें एक छोटा सा किरदार करने में मुझे बहुत बहुत एंजॉयमेंट मिली. थैंक यू.
बात करोगे, मुझे बुलाना, मेरा मोमेंट होएगा. सो वेलकम टू आमची मुंबई वन मोर टाइम.
Thank you.
कैसा लग रहा है?
Really happy to be here. It's amazing. Like, I mean, you know that Bombay has so many films happening here, but yet when I entered this room, to see that love, that smiles on your face, and the excitement to take pictures and videos, that's really, I mean, something that I'm not going to forget. It's really memorable to think that you guys take cinema so seriously. Thank you for accepting us here. And thank you for your lovely introductions. I mean, always, whenever you do this, I'll always think, do I really deserve this? I feel very humbled by all this. Every time you speak, it's so very beautiful. The way you exude so much of confidence in our product, like it's your very own, which it is actually at the moment. Thank you so much for that. Every single time I have from PS before. And I just want to thank my cast and crew, especially my director, Ranjith, for giving me such a fantastic role. I wouldn't call it a role, I would just call it like another identity of mine, which he helped me discover. And I'm so glad I discovered Thangalaan. And I'm so glad that I discovered with somebody as beautiful and as passionate about my work as she is about hers. And we really discovered our roles in this as Thangalaan and Gangama. See, it became Gangama, Thangama. Wow. It couldn't get closer than that. But I couldn't have done this. All the scenes, when you see the film, you'll enjoy the romance between us. We are happily married with 5 children. The eldest is about like 22. He's capable of getting married and having children of his own. The youngest is about 3, but we still are in love, very much in love. And whatever the scenes we have together, I mean, I couldn't have done it with anybody but you, Parvathy. Thank you for being my Gangama and for being that beautiful buffer for my soul in this movie. And Ranjith, I love him for this role. I've done some remarkable roles in my career, but Thangalaan is super special to me. And it's something that I'm always going to remember, and I think I'm going to show it to my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren with a lot of love, if I'm still around then. But it's a very special film, and you're going to love this film because it's got wonderful performances. Like Parvathy was saying, Malavika is so ferocious. You will see her in an avatar, which I think is very rare on Indian cinema on screens. And Pasupati and Hari and Preeti and Ashokan and everybody is a performer in this movie. And all of us felt that this was more than a movie. It was all like pieces of our souls just coming together in one creation, and we just gave it our all. And you could see it in, I think, in everything. There are making videos too, where you'll see the turmoils we went through and the rigors we were put through. And it was really tough. It was very difficult essaying our roles and trying to bring this to life. It's a film about adventure, about fantasy, about magical realism. It's got magic in it, but it's also real. He's tried to make us look in through that window into another era and to actually witness something. I mean, I'm sure if there are history books which can have this, I'm sure they would identify with the costumes, the weapons we use, the materials we use. He's tried to be as authentic as possible. A lot of research has gone into it, but at the same time, he's got a very poignant message that he wants to deliver, which has not been the prime focus of the movie. He's made a very entertaining film, a very captivating film, but with a message which I'm sure all of us in the present times will identify with. Thank you, Ranjith, for that effort, and we are so happy that we were also part of that like very powerful voice that you possess. And thanks a lot for being so patient and listening to my ramble, if it was it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all of that. Of course, talking about history. The last time you were here, you talked about India's architectural marvels, and the entire world just followed you on that. So here also, we are talking about tribes, of course, their life, how they've impacted all of us. So I'm sure, again, this is going to go down in history. This piece of cinema is going to be there. Just one thing, sir. You talked about the entire team. You did not talk about yourself. Talk to us about yourself. And, every day when you look into the mirror, as I said, do you like challenge yourself? Or that challenge is that one thing that's the sole motive behind signing on the dotted line or something?
Yeah, it's actually the money, but no, I'm kidding. It's not that. I mean, I've done films for free too. When I was less ambitious, till my wife called me up one day and said, hey, we need food on the table. So it's changed after that. But I love acting from when I was a kid. From my 3rd grade, I've been only wanting to act. I wouldn't even study, and I've been beaten blue, black, because all I could imagine was this guy walking on a street and people calling him and saying, hey, can you sign a picture in an autograph, or can we have a picture with you? That's always been my dream. Cinema has always been my passion, my dream, and every time I do a role, I try to do something that's very far from me, and I think Thangalaan is just another repercussion of that want. It's the want to work on great characters with great directors like Ranjith. All my directors have inspired me through all my characters. Work with great technicians and artists like Parvathy, Malavika, Daniel, Pasupati. We've had such wonderful... I've had a really nice travel through cinema, and this again will be like one of my very special films. And yeah, the role, I think when you'll see the film, you will... A lot of people in the South have identified with what we went through, and they've all loved the performances. So it is very flattering, and like I said earlier, very humbling when we hear such great stuff about us and about the movie. And I'd like to take this opportunity on this stage to thank all the people who have watched the film till now in all languages and made it what it is. It's very difficult for a film like this to reach a wide audience like that. And thanks to my producer Nyanavel and Ranjith for such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And a lot of men out there are thanking you across the globe for that hairstyle. That's like, covering up what they are covering up. Because if you, chalo theek hai, we'll not talk about the bald spot or anything. All right, did I just say that? Ladies and gentlemen, it's... of course, oh, yes.
Loin cloth. Dhoti is a lot. Dhoti comes till here. It's the loin cloth.
Bharti ma'am ka teer aaya udhar se.
What should I say, ma'am? I would say, I think that was the... I was telling someone earlier today, and you keep taking boxes, and this is the role I want to do, this is what I want to do on a role, I want an introduction fight. Like in PS1, I want that introduction on a horse with my hair flying, a competition with the mane of the horse, it's as glorious as that, stuff like that, or you have an introduction fight, and then you have these dialogues and blah, blah, blah. But the first tick is always like, how am I going to look? And I think the loin cloth, or the langot, is it langot in Hindi? Yeah, Yeah, but it's like a thong actually, it's a loincloth. But that would be the first box that you need to tick before you move on, and I'm sure most people would balk at it or be a little, apprehensive about it. But I was seeing the role more than that, and finally when I did, it was a huge step for me. The first day, of course, all of us were a little shy, and we kept doing that until we noticed that everybody was actually dressed the same way, and then it became very cool, to a point that when Ranjith and all of them used to be in shorts and glares, and of course, they were very stylish, blah, blah. But apart from them, if an outsider came into the location, we used to laugh at them because they'll be in branded clothes and glares, and they'll be shielded from the sun, and we'll all look at them very funnily. Why are they so overdressed? I mean, poor people. We actually looked at them like that, and I'm not even joking. It's not that it's about that or it's liberating or whatever. It's something so beautiful. I mean, just being, it was like in the purest form, going back in time and all that. And I loved the way I looked, and I really miss not being in that right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, of course you rock. All right, I won't keep photo up with the team, right? We'll do that, and then we'll place the chairs. Sunil bhai?
I'll leave it. हट रहा हूँ मैं.
And we'll get to see this in theaters on the 6th of September, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we also have to talk about the organic growth of this movie. Baki languages mein it has released, and ab Hindi mein we all are waiting for it. तंगलान को गुस्सा नहीं दिलाने का. Thank you so much. We'll do the. We'll do the solos. रुक के. Good. Thank you. Now we'll place the chairs quickly. Yeah, come. अच्छा चीटिंग कर रहे हो आप लोग है ना. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Thank you. Ji. So, where are we getting the first question from?
Hello. Check.
His mic is not working.
Check.
We just watched trailer. It was fantastic. And,
Thank you, sir.
Songs were very good, both the songs. And थोड़ा तंगलान के बारे में थोड़ा हमको खुल के बताइए. इसका मतलब क्या है?
Tanglan Artham. Tanglan is
Tanglaan, it means like a leader. He's a leader, it's a village leader. He protect people, he lead the people. So he wants to get some liberation and he fight against all systems. So that is mean a Thangalaan. So wholesome.
It's also a proper noun.
It's a proper noun.
Hi guys, this is Nikita from India Forums.
Hi.
My question is to you, Vikram. Of course, the trailer was amazing. We were not able to take our eyeballs off it for even a minute. And one of the most important reasons for the same is your attire, your physical transformation for the same. I would want to know more about the challenges that you faced for the physical or mental kind of transformation that you had to undergo for the film.
Physical was the easy part. I grew my hair, lost weight because I realized that I can't look like a hero. I should look like a normal, I should be like a laborer. I'm actually part of the oppressed. So I had to be someone who just barely had a square meal a day. And you know that they're all very light and very wiry. I needed to be like that. So I had to shrink a little. But apart from that, it was like we had a lot of makeup done, like almost 5 hours every day. I had to remove my tattoo, then put on fresh tattoos. I have a scar which I had to hide, add scars, and all of that took time. Then we had the blood, and we had mud and ash and gold in every scene. There's no scene where we look nice, as in that looks very nice, but like I would say look normal. But the transformation apart from that was I spoke to Ranjith a lot. We had a lot of back and forth where I had to discover this person, this Thangalaan, where is he from, what is his community, what does he stand for, what is he, I mean, he's a leader, so sometimes I used to feel that he had bravado and I used to be strong, and he would come and tell me, no, actually he's very vulnerable, he's not always strong, with his wife he's different, with his children he's different, he was doing a different role with everybody in the community. So through the travel I had Ranjith to always guide me, and we went about this thinking that we needed to have I have been doing different performances, but we felt that this should be very unique when compared to other films. So we did a lot of internalizing. I did a lot of that before the movie started, and initially it took me about 3 days to get into it. Then after that, all Ranjith had to do was just tell the scene, and I would be doing exactly what he wanted. We were in total sync, and I think it's very liberating and very inspiring to have that kind of an understanding with a director where you know that what you're doing is what he wants, and he knows that what he wants is what I'm going to do, even if he doesn't know what I'm going to do, you know. So when he sees it in front, he says, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe I couldn't articulate it. And I've had such a wonderful relationship with you, Ranjith, with regard to that. And everything you see here, I mean, all of it was inspired by this gentleman who sits so quietly and calmly, twirling his mustache, looking very cool and deep. Yeah, thank you. He's actually, you know, he trips on this movie. When he wrote the script, he was tripping. There is no grammar in this movie. There's no interval block, fight, or introduction, song, or fight. Everything just goes through a particular graph that's played only, and music that's playing only in his head. So he's still in that zone. Like even now when I'm talking, he's saying, I'm tripping, I'm there. He's not come back from KGF. God bless him.
Hi, this
Brito.
is... Hello? Sorry?
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, this is Alice Peter from
Alice
Miss
Peter.
Money. Yes, Alice. Okay. First of all, congratulations. The film has crossed 100 crores. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Alice. Alice Malayali, no? She's a
I'm-
Mallu. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm part Malayali. Yeah. But yeah, yesterday we spoke. I don't know quite a bit to survive though. All right. Parvathy ma'am, my questions for you. Yesterday I had the wonderful opportunity to chat with Vikram sir and Ranjith sir, and they spoke about how there were one too many challenges while shooting this film, and like he just mentioned, there were quite a few turmoils as well. Do you remember any specific moment while shooting the film that you found really challenging?
No. This
Only
is
everything.
So simple. No. Thank you for that question. There was not a single day that was not difficult. Every day we'd finish filming and I was like, oh, like the hard part's over, and the next day it's like another Everest is like right up there for us to climb. And it really kind of taught me something about, you know, just persisting and like staying determined, because Ranjith is like that. Ranjith is like, his vision I feel like it keeps multiplying every single day. That's what I felt. Like one day we'll shoot, he'll be inspired by all the work for his own vision, but by the work that he's seeing, that he'll add more and more nuances. And like, you know, Thanga was saying, he trips on his own work as well. So it was challenging is an understatement, frankly. But it also did transform. When you do surrender to something like that, you can crib and cry and complain, and I did do all of that. It's left me so much more prepared as an actor to take more risks and challenges and be more of a moldable clay for directors, hopefully, you know, with very different characters and to sort of align with their vision. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, this is Kunal here from IWM Buzz.
Hi, Kunal.
Hi. So my question is for Paranjit sir. Sir, I mean, I've been a fan, of course, and Natchatiram Nagarkare is one of my favorite films. So I want to ask you is that the idea of, you know, revolting against oppression, it's pretty much a constant. I think you probably believe in it a lot more than, you know, others do. Even your organization, you know, has a collaboration with Casteless Collective. And that seems to be a factor in this film as well. So is it something as a topic that speaks really, you know, like very personally to you, and you make sure to put it across in a, you know, much more entertaining way so that it's out there for everyone to do it?
See, I choose cinema for only discuss with the people. So I had some problem with the system in India. The caste problem everywhere, so I affected by the system. So what I understood in my childhood and what I understood, Babasaheb Ambedkar wants to make a modern India. So I followed him, and I got a lot from him. So through my art, I wanted to discuss. I don't want to only entertain people. I wanted to try to enlightenment through. I wanted to try to get enlightenment, and also we need to address. We need to understand what we have a problem in modern India also. We had a lot of separation. We have a lot of problems. We have a still practicing caste and class problem also is there. So my movies, my art, I wanted to use that. So that is my concern. Thank you.
Ma'am. You will like switch on the
This is for Parvathy. You were talking a little while ago about you don't want to use the word pan-India. You said it's just Indian. Remove that pan, which I agree with you. And I've noticed that you're multilingual. How do you speak so many languages, and how do you speak Hindi so well?
I think my mic. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Thank you. I studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya. Is it better? It's much better, isn't it? I like the reverb. Like it's like. I studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya. Like so, my schooling was with my language was English and Hindi during schooling, and also in Trivandrum in Kerala. KAV was in an army cantonment area, so all my friends were army kids and North Indians most of the time. So I actually learned Malayalam after I passed out of school. I had to start reading newspapers and then pretty soon after that, actually while I was in first year of college, I started acting. And very soon it became it became about learning the language in which my character thinks. And I have huge respect for voice actors and dubbing artists, because then it's a partnership. Like I may have performed, they really have to get the essence with whatever. Sometimes the directors are there, sometimes it's the direction department that's there helping them out. But mostly I try to dub for myself as well and sing sound if that helps. But more importantly, while performing, if I get the train of thought, because a thought happens and then the words, sometimes it spills over, but that becomes much better for me to understand the language. So I always use acting now as a way to learn a new language. And at this point, I can speak 5 Indian languages. So I did not get it. But I am so grateful that the ones who did do the dubbing may have gotten to know Gangammal. I mean, art has to be generous, I feel. I mean, at one point I used to be very selfish. I was like, mujhe hi karna hai, sare languages mein. But I feel like, hey, they got to know Gangammal, so I'm actually quite happy they got to. Lekin I got the chance to speak Tamil in the dialect it was spoken at the time, because it was sing sound. And I had a great team that worked with Ranjith to help me with that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take one last question, yeah?
Yeah, me. Hi, Parvathy, Samina here from Zoom channel. And yesterday we did a good interview. Hi, sir, how are you doing? Lovely to see you over there. But Parvathy, my question is to you. You have worked over here in Bollywood and you have worked in the South as well. You have worked with late Irfan Khan and you have worked with Vikram in this one. What is the similarity or some differences which you see, if you could talk about that?
Wow, that's a heavy question for a press conference. I guess it's a generosity for sure. It's not a guess. It's definitely the generosity I see in both of them. Irfan sir used to tell me, help me out with things, because Hindi is not my native language. So he used to help me get into that space and made sure that everyone knew you're as good as the other person on set. And I saw that generosity in him. And when I worked with Thanga here, it expands further away from even actors. It's everybody on set. It was amazing how on set you'd go in, and first of all, I miss getting all the toffees. Like there is a particular native toffee that we get there, and his kamar cut, it's called. It's like this jaggery, palm sugar jaggery ka thing. And he'd just be walking around and he'd shake hands, and suddenly you have a toffee in your hand. Like he just brightens the mood for everybody, not just me, the kids obviously, and others also. But the way he asks, everybody is like, khana khaya ki nahi, apne ye sab kuch. And it's not for show. Like, I mean, people can do that also, but it genuinely, there is a concern how everyone is doing. And our shooting location was very difficult. It was one of the most harshest locations. It was all real locations that they shot in. And he had everyone's back. And that leads, and that in that sense, he was our Thangalaan, he was leading the pack in that sense. He was also like leading all of us in terms of our ADs and crews and everyone to make their lives easier. So I find that greatness comes from, you know, that saying about people don't remember what you might have said or given them, it's about how you make them feel. That's the similarity in Irfan sir and Vikram, I would say.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being so amazing. And that's Superstars one more time on the 6th of September, onwards, I should be saying, when the movie releases in Hindi across the world. Thank you so much for being here. We have it.
Yeah.
Pretty prompt, sir. Yes. The director Saab is so happy. Of course, you know, that's the high Vikram sir was talking about. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Vikram sir, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Dhanyavad.
you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll have a final photo up and then we'll wrap this up. Yeah. Thank you.
अरे 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 इसलिए नहीं ले रहा हूँ फोटो वीडियो अरे मोबाइल 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 कैमरा एक्शन
Hi.
Okay. The movie about Thangalaan, the people leader, how to try to find the gold. He really wants to find the gold, or what you want. So we trying to tell like that. The movie is set in that colonial period, 1850, and also we have a we use historical evidence and also real incident what KGF exactly happened that time, and we use some mystical things, and also the movie is deal in magical realism. So definitely the people an audience definitely will enjoy interesting things, and the movie it will make a interesting experience. I hope North audience definitely they will get connect to the movie and they will enjoy.
No, I'll do that. I'm in charge of this.
No, me first.
Yeah, that's right. Turning to you.
Hi, okay, so my character in this movie is called Gangamal. I play Thangalaan's wife, and well, in terms of the fact that Thangalaan is a leader, you know, he's in search of gold, the entire village and the entire community also gets drawn into that journey. So we all get impacted by that journey, by that the mystery that he was talking about. So that's basically more about my character. There isn't exactly quite a lot of mystery there, but in terms of being the wife and being the supporter, there is a beautiful relationship that's being carved out in a movie that is in such a big scale. Hindi, but I just switched into English. तो उसके बाद आ नहीं रहा वापस. तो ऐसा भी होता है कि जो थोड़ा बहुत रोमांस जो होता है, द इमोशनल कनेक्शन जो होता है विलेज के साथ, ऐसे भी बहुत सारे किरदार हैं. मेरा है और देयर इज अनदर कैरेक्टर कॉल्ड अरसानी, वरदन, माय सन अशोकन, एंड दीज आर ऑल कैरेक्टर्स. ऐसा नहीं होता है ना, कोई फिल्म्स ऐसे होते हैं कि वो जो साइड कैरेक्टर्स हो जाते हैं, यहाँ सारे व्हेन द कैमरा इज ऑन देम इट फील्स लाइक दे आर द मेन कैरेक्टर. सो आई फील लाइक इट्स बीन वेरी वेल रिटन दैट वे. एवरीबडी इज बीन ड्रॉन इनटू दिस स्टोरी ऑफ search for gold equally.
Thank you. You have to give us Bata, okay?
Yeah.
I think we could just tell them an outline, no? It's a film about during the colonial times there is a tribe and how they are oppressed in lots of ways, and how there is this leader who starts searching for that. Again, I'm actually saying what you said. And they go on a hunt. But it's like, is it a wild goose chase or is it something that he finds in the end? And what they encounter, and what he has done is, he has read a lot of books. He's read a book called KGF, the Kola Goldfields, Thangavale, and in that, it's a lot of history, a lot of research gone in. But when he went to KGF, he realized that we shot in real KGF, because this is what happened. We had a lot of Tamils going there and starting this mining, and we were very, efficient in finding gold and things like that. So it's one of my tribe who's gone there. So they go there to find all this, But he found that in that area they had lots of myths, lots of stories of ghosts and superstitions and blah blah. So he thought this book is incomplete. We have to have myths because popular folklore is so important in stories. So he's combined the myth with history, and he's made a story. And even the characters in the film are people that had lived before, but with different names. Maybe he's combined two people. There is a Warren and somebody else. He's made them into one character, and he's done like that. And how they get past these myths, this entity who could be a ghost and who could be his past love, whatever, and then in the process, he finds the gold or he doesn't find the gold is a story. Also, he finds out who he is. He has a mindset, this is me and this is what I'm doing. He's very selfish. He thinks only about himself, maybe his family. Through the story, he realizes that it's not about him. It's not even about the people. It's about the planet. It's about society at large. What are we doing? Why has it changed like this? How do I give back to Mother Earth or whatever? What do I take back from other things like that? And every character in the film, like she says rightfully, all of us change from how we started in the beginning of the movie to the end. We change. Like she's so in love with me towards the end, she will almost start hating me. She could kill me because of she finds that I'm being selfish. I'm only thinking of my people. I'm thinking of something. I'm not thinking of her or her children. So like that, everybody has this thing. But he has made this film. There is a message, but it's not about the message. The whole message is like the Titanic. Titanic is not about the ship. It's about the love, right? So that's the thing. It's about a film that has so many elements thrown into it. The background will be casteism or it'll be oppression, and the time you can actually look at it, and I think you can actually take down notes because there's been a lot of research into costumes. There's been a lot of research into weapons, what we eat. Even the cattle grazing will be a specific breed. Even the plants in the frame will be plants that were there then, something that's not been introduced by the British. And it is not that stereotypical thing where you come in and then the Britisher is a villain. It's not like that. It's everybody is a hero, everybody has grey, everybody has a purpose, everybody is selfish in one way. So all of this he's put together in a very nice way, and he's opened it up for discussion. So when people have seen this movie in all the other states also, everybody is like talking about it. They're either hating it or they're liking it, or they're loving it, but they want to talk about it. Anywhere you open social media in South India, you'll only think about Thangalaan will be happening somewhere. So that's the impact he's made. And I'm so happy that it's like been accepted in all languages. We can't wait for it to be accepted in Hindi also. Like Kerala and Karnataka has been doing extremely well. In Andhra, it's been doing even more well. Like we've increased another 141 theatres last week, and people are going gaga over something that's not even their language. So it just goes to show that this movie is not about any particular area. It could happen anywhere in India. In every house, even in Mumbai or Delhi or Punjab, there will be a great grandfather or somebody who was oppressed by the British or who went through this thing of oppression, and who came out of it or suffered by it. So that's the wider thing of the movie, and I'm sure you'll like it because it's not going to be a normal film that you watch. It's going to shake you up. Okay. Both of us? Yes. First was the director.
Yeah, the first challenge was the director. The torture.
He faced. They're saying he's the challenge. They're saying he's the challenge for us.
No.
We want to ask him the question. No,
Yeah.
but I like the way you started the question here and ended up there. You want him to answer?
You want him to answer or us?
Three. Okay,
Oh
then
my
you-
God! No,
okay,
no, no.
we'll
Let
start.
him.
No, we'll start.
No, I got a good actor. Because what I wrote, they'll understand the word and the emotion. They observe and they did it very well, and you can see that the posters and like the visuals and everything. They did an amazing job, and like they are very fantastic artists. I got.
Next film, I'm not taking money.
Yes, hi, Paul. Thank you, Pawan. Yeah. Thank you. It's very important, the role, the story and the director, and not in that particular order. Here it started with the director, and we just said let's do a movie, and we both decided let's not do a normal film, let's do a shocking film, let's do a film that's memorable, let's do a film that's got punch but at the same time has some message, a film that's very exciting, and a film that we're going to be proud of. I'm very proud of it. I hope he's proud of what we've done in the film. Thank you very much.
so
You
much. I
stuck.
saw the 30. Oh, I saw 30 there.